Labor Day morning, 2020. Time to work on the hood. Well, it's been time to work on the hood for years, but anyway. This hood was originally media blasted years and years ago. Then it was DA'd, hand sanded. And I think I took my little mini blaster and went in all the nooks and crannies underneath. And then it was wiped down with wax and grease remover. And it was given 2 coats of epoxy primer. And this was this old stuff with the lead in it. And it's either been in the basement, in the garage, or on the car for a long time. So now my goal today is to first wash it and then scuff it, put another coat of epoxy primer in it, and then start putting some surfacer primer on it so I can sand it and see if there's any imperfections. It's always looked really good. I don't have any cracks on the edges like they usually have. And the underneath is already painted black. I'm not sure if I'm going to repaint it. I might have to. It might be scuffed up. But anyway, we're going to get after it. One good scrub with some dish soap, and kind of a scruffy sponge, and then I went over it with some wax and grease remover. I had a lot of tape residue here. Looks like there might be a little bit there yet. I don't know. I had this all taped off at one time and I left the tape on too long, and you know what happens when you do that. It doesn't come off. Now looking at this hood, it looks absolutely perfect, but we all know that a dull primer makes everything look perfect. But I know there's no big dents. I thought I saw one little tiny imperfection in the front here. Right there. It's a tiny little dent. Little tiny one. You can barely see it. But there's probably more. Wow, they sure look good when they're wet, don't they? Looks awesome. Wish I could spray on the clear coat that looked that good. Probably not going to happen though. But man, does it look good when it's wet. Yes, sirree. I wish that was the clear coat and there was red under that. But I got a long ways to go. Well, I got 2 coats of primer surfacer on it. That first coat I put on was extremely dry. And then I realized that the can that I got the primer surfacer out of was not the newer of the 2 cans. This was probably goes back to when I did the front fenders. So what I had to do is I had to add a little bit of DT reducer to get it back to the right viscosity. I should have checked the viscosity before I went ahead, but it's alright. I put it on nice and thick. It was a little rough. The second coat smoothed it out a little bit. So it's ready for block sanding. And hopefully that will be soon.